Welcome back, family. Welcome to the Reiki Healing Hope community, where we're building some hope and healing in our journey and to be there for each other as community. I'm so happy that you found your way here. If you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, but most importantly to comment, because I love to know what's going on with you all. I answer all the comments. I only ask that if you do choose to comment, you comment only for the highest vibrational good, so that we can keep this community a safe community that everyone feels comfortable coming back to. So today we're going to do something we haven't done in quite a while. We're going to do a chakra balancing and alignment. So we have our crystals out. We have a jasper, an agate, a yellow jade, green jade, a lapis sodalite kind of feel, a smoky quartz, and an amethyst. And these are wand shapes. So the wand gives you that pointed direction if you're using it for yourself. And we have this larger clear quartz wand. Clear quartz wand that I'm going to be using on you. We have our candle, our Reiki infused candle, so that you can focus on that during our session. If there's anything that comes up you need to let go, you could send it here to the transformational flame of Saint Germain, so that I can move on to its next evolutionary path, Palo Santo, to clear us out. And we're just going to balance ourselves out by giving us just enough time. So speaking of candles, shout out to Laura T, who has so graciously told me that she is going to donate a candle for the channel. So I really appreciate that, Laura. It is a crystal infused candle. So as soon as all of that has happened, I'm so excited to share that with you all and with community. And I am personally excited. So thank you so much. And I just want to let you all know I really appreciate all who support the channel in any way. I just really appreciate it. It gives me the energy to continue to make these videos, and I am just humbled to know that you all have allowed me to be a part of your healing experience. So thank you. And I also got a poinsettia. So I'm super excited. I wanted to share that with community. But let's go ahead and get started. As we start off all our practice, we start with a prayer, and because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. May I take your hand? Okay. Dear Mother, Father God, and all of our highest good, please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Katumi, the Archangels, the spirit guides, spirit animals, ancestor lineage, the sacred masculine and divine feminine balance, and all for our highest vibrational good only. Please connect us to our individual healing experiences and root us down as the community, bringing our vibrations upwards and moving forward in our evolutionary path. And I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So I'm just going to feel you and see how you're doing. Just to kind of give us a starting point, I'm going to go in and do some Reiki symbols in a moment, but I just want to feel what's going on with community today. So we are almost through this Mercury in retrograde. So hopefully you've been doing a lot of planning and a lot of meditating. Because Mercury in retrograde, though it may be scary outside because everything is taking too long or there's delays, internally it is like just a fountain of overflowing energy. So if you are trying to harness third eye energy or meditation or energy healing, this is the perfect time to do so. that communication within Mercury is going to help you to do that inwardly. Okay. Beautiful. So just going to do some moving out there. Set that to the side right there. Just do some moving out. Just pulling it here. Okay, so I'm going to go in and do some Reiki symbols on you. So I'm going to be quiet for a couple of moments and I just need you to breathe deeply. Okay. So whenever you're ready, take your first deep breath and just continue to go on to with your own cadence. Okay. Okay, good job. Put that down. And then we're going to go in with the Palo Santo. To open us up to be receptive. Okay. Putting this in the aura field. And I'm going to be doing some swirling as if to pull out. So swirl. To pull out and just continue to do this as pulling out and pulling out and pulling out. Okay. Okay. So I'm taking it right here to your root, opening that up to your sacral, to your solar plexus, to your heart, to your throat, to your third eye, and to your crown chakra. Okay. We believe in reciprocity, so let me go ahead and do myself. And I'm just going to take a couple of moments just to connect myself into community, and you can continue to breathe deeply here. Ashe. So let's go ahead and start at the root. So if there's any insight that comes up, I'm going to let you know. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put that in your lap. I'm going to take the clear quartz. I'm going to just do some drawing out. Drawing out anything that's tangled up that needs to move forward in its path. And you can go ahead and send that air right to your root. Sending your energy that way in order to build up your foundation. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm going to pull out. It's almost like a raking through, like combing hair, combing through. Combing through. Okay. Pulling out, pulling out, pulling out, pulling out, pulling out, pulling out. Good job. And just release. All you have to do here is to relax. Relax in the space. Relax in the love. Relax in the So I'm going to go in and do a prayer there to your root. Dear Mother and Father God, and all for our highest good and the balance of the sacred masculine and divine feminine, please bring in balance and alignment the root chakra so that we may have the strongest foundation, the strongest community, all of our basic needs met, a rich, deep, higher vibrational ancestor lineage, and allow us to break any cycles and continue only a lineage for the highest vibration. I say that. Though I am. Okay. Good job. Just balancing and smoothing it out. Okay. Let's move on up this time. Pick that one up, put it back to the sacral. So I want you to take this, put it in your hand. You're going to just hold it right there. Your sacral, also called your navel, like your belly button area. You're going to go ahead and put that there. Okay, so go ahead and take this. Put that right there. Okay. And pulling out their creativity, aligning that creativity. We want to make sure this area is balanced because that's where all those good ideas come from. That's where all that manifesting comes from. Okay, give me a second. Pull out. And I want you to be sending that to the flame. Okay, good job. Okay. Okay. Using my left hand to pull out and send to the flame. Okay. Feeling in the chakra. And seeing what's going on there. Finding peace. Finding peace with yourself. Finding permission and the greatest compassion here. So I'm going to be quiet for just a couple of moments because I'm going to channel and send energy specifically to the sacral. So I'm going to be quiet, but I'm still there with you, okay? A couple more moments. Take a deep breath for me. Okay. Fantastic job, and let's go ahead and say a prayer for that area. Dear Mother, Father God, the balance of the divine feminine and the sacred masculine. Allow the sacral to be balanced, to be aligned, and to be cleared in order to be receptive to all the beautiful gifts in their life so that they may be aligned with their past, may be able to let go of their past and move forward to a higher vibrational future regardless of what they've seen. Give them a healing and a shifting here and allow that to be so. Amen, amen, amen. Okay, so just sending that energy down. This is the gesture of manifesting. Sending that energy from right there in your navel down to your root, and you want that connected. You want those ideas to become physical. So kind of raking through that, combing through that, allowing your body to just relax and release and just continue to take those breaths in your own cadence, your own rhythm, at your own time. Okay. So let's go ahead and move it on up to our solar plexus. And we know that our solar plexus is all about what? Say it out loud. Confidence. So for our solar plexus, we're going to be using a yellow jade. And what isn't more confident than a yellow jade? So you're going to take this and you're going to put it right here on your solar plexus. It's between your navel and your heart. So I want you to hold that. Go ahead and take that. I'm going to give that to you, okay? So go ahead and take that. Lift it up. Put it right there in your confidence. That's also the place where we hold and keep our energy, our chi. That's where it's all at. That's why the stomach, the digestive tract is so important. Even fasting, when you choose to fast, when you choose to rest your digestive tract, people find a lot of healing because your body doesn't have to spend all of its energy. That's why the energy is stored there, because digesting takes the greatest amount of energy for our body to actually do, and it's doing it constantly. Of course, we have our physical movement, whatever we're doing in the day, and then also thinking takes up a lot of energy. So when you are around people who are difficult, you're like, oh, they take up so much energy. You might just be literally sitting there and talking to them, but that's because the thinking in their actual energetic field takes up a lot of energy for you. Number one, because you're trying to balance them, which throws you into a state of imbalance. And number two, they're actually sucking up your energy. I really challenge you to look at yourself and look at how many times you've seen someone that maybe you feel like, oh, they just need my help. And not in a way of like, I want to help them and they can do whatever, but they really need me. That's an energetic exchange in which, if it's done through imbalance, you're actually sucking up their energy. The same on the reverse, where somebody is kind of just like putting themselves in your life and on you, and they are assuming that you need them. It's actually because they need you. It's really interesting how energy works on the external and the internal flipped. But let's go into our solar plexus. Let's have the confidence. So what's coming up for me is boundaries. So have the confidence to lay those boundaries in love and compassion, most importantly of yourself, and then in love and compassion and peace of others. So it doesn't mean that you have to get in an argument or it has to be this big emotional thing. Set your boundaries down and let someone else play their own cards. You might notice that they might get upset, and then you should really question if that's the type of people you want to have in your life, especially when you no longer participate in the way that they do. So I'm just going to say a prayer right there. Dear Divine, all that is, draw out the confidence and the boundaries in our lives so that we may move forward in our lives in the greatest and the highest vibration of happiness only, of confidence, and to never guess ourselves, because we know that our gifts are gifts from you that we are being tasked to bring into the physical. And we honor you. We have so much gratitude and reverence for life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Then, so pull out any of that baggage taking up too much space and just let that go. A lot of times it's people. We keep certain people in our lives and we'll disconnect with, thank you, I'll take this back. We'll disconnect with one person, and then you'll notice somebody who is like a tertiary person will pop up to try to keep that alignment. And that's all about soul contracts. And so they're trying to keep a balance, but it is a imbalance that they're trying to keep, but it is the norm. So let's move on up now to our heart to jade. So this is where we get that bravery and that confidence. So go ahead and put that right there on your heart. I'm going to give that to you for you to put on your heart. And let's just take a couple of moments here. I want you to breathe in here, sending that energy right there to your heart, and that white golden light filling up your body, your limbs, your arms, your soul, your mind, your spirit, your energy, allowing yourself to be all of that love, and allowing those who do not have that, or they're just not there in their evolutionary path yet, to be released from your life in love and compassion, so that the right people in the right situations may show up, and for you to no longer take on that burden. Go ahead and release that. Another breath for me here. I'm pulling out and putting in that love. At the core of you, you are pure love. And so let's just clean out our house. It's like you have a house that you're trying to renovate, and like the bones of the house is really great, but it's so cluttered that you couldn't even tell. But when you really just clean up the mess, you didn't even have to do any structural work. It really just needed a paint job, like just a fresh coat of paint. So let's go ahead and clear and clean that out. Breathing the energy upward from the root, the sacral, the solar plexus to the heart, and sending that energy back on down to the solar plexus, sacral, and then to the root. Your heart is where the sign of the infinity meets the balancing of the lower chakras and the upper chakras. So that's where our purpose and our passion, that's where it thrives. So go ahead and give yourself permission. I just am feeling so much joy there. So I want you to really tap into that joy. In meditation, I was connecting in with the shadow side. Shadow work is about healing. Light work is about manifesting. So the shadow work of pain and trauma and things like that. And what I realized is that in that space and in that energy, there is pleasure everywhere. And I know that sounds a little crazy, so let me break that down. There is pleasure everywhere. You can be addicted to a codependent relationship and get a lower vibrational euphoric feel whenever you're around those people or situations, especially if it's an intimate situation. And not to make this too out there, but if you've ever been in a kind of toxic relationship, and one that you are intimate with, you notice that intimacy in that climax is a type of energy that drains you. You feel, oh. But now think to a time in your life where you have the greatest love and happiness, and you're having a good time, and you're not weighed down, and you're living in that higher vibrational realm. That kind of intimacy with someone, whether they are serious or not, that's your business. I don't care. Serious or not, that is a energizing climax. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is that you have a choice to bring in certain people in your life. It doesn't have to be romantic. Just people around you, just friends, family, people you work with, working environments that give you that pleasure in a lower vibrational realm, or that pleasure in a higher vibrational realm. And if you're in that lower vibrational realm, it's more of that you're just used to it, and less of because it's the only thing there. It's not the only thing there. It's just what you're used to. So you have to raise that vibration up, and the only way you can do that is by having gratitude and love. And if you're really feeling low, just say, thank you, God. That's all you have to do. God, universe, source, whatever you believe in. It's not religious. But just say, thank you, God. Thank you for giving me this air, giving me this breath. And if really you just need to take it moment by moment, just breathe it in and just say, wow, this is really beautiful that I am alive right now. That my soul and my spirit, out of all of these spirits out here and the energy out here, chose to incarnate in this body, no matter what the experiences are, to bring this purpose and this gift into fruition. And I just want to be here to do that. So go ahead and just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And a lot of times, that happens through the story and the foundation of who we are and what we do. Unfortunately, sometimes happens through trauma or setback and things like that. But you're being put through something in order to teach how to lead people out. You will be that wise, wisdom, sage person who leads people out, and they will validate you because you have gone through it. Or you might be in the position of having to lead someone out. You're like, I don't know how to do this. The fact that you are humble enough to admit that, but yet you're still being called to do it, shows that you can do it. So you have to remove the veil. That is the curtain between the spiritual and the physical. Remove that veil, and don't work on the physical senses as to show you where to go. Work on that spiritual sense that you can manifest through meditation, through prayer, through doing things that you enjoy like a hobby, and asking yourself questions when you're in that energetic state. Okay, let's keep on going here. A lot of beautiful things for heart is coming up. So we're going to go here to our throat chakra. That gives us this lapis sodalite feel. So I'm going to give this to go ahead and put right there on your throat. Go ahead and take that. You're going to put that right there on your throat. And we're just going to be pulling out all of that wisdom you have to share. Pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. Good job, good job, good job. Beautiful. I'm loving this energy. Okay. Continue to breathe here. Let's go ahead and just check in here. And what we're going to be checking in here about is just making sure that all of those chakras are together in balance. Sending that air from the throat down to the heart, down to the solar plexus, down to the sacral, down to the root. Exhaling, releasing the baggage in the past. Amen. Beautiful. Breathing in that space. I'm be quiet for a moment just to align you. Okay. Amen. Amen. Okay, beautiful. So any singers out there sing, any speakers out there speak, any people who just like to have a conversation and share time with friends, do that. Perfect time for you to do that. Really having that energy. Even though Mercury is in retrograde and maybe all your words and your thoughts may not connect, just practice anyway. That's why if you like singing, whether or not you're a good singer or not, that's beautiful too, because you get that sound healing and that sound vibration from your voice, and that also aids in aligning and healing the chakras. Okay. Just speak your truth. That's the message. Speak your truth. Okay. Okay. Good job. Looking good there. I'm going to go ahead and take this back. Thank you. And now let's go ahead and go to our third eye. Our brow chakra. So just following that, pulling it out. And what I'm doing now is I'm setting the intention to release the veil so that you can see that connection, that energy, information you need. Breathing here. Sending that golden love of God, universe, source right there to your third eye. Release. Okay. Amen. I'm going to put that there, but I'm still going to be working in the third eye. And I'm actually going to just put that right there. Okay, good job. If you see the light, sending that in right there to your third eye. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, and so I'm going to say a prayer over the third eye down. Dear Mother, Father God, Divine Feminine, Sacred Masculine, Balanced, please send us higher vibrational energy to balance all of our chakras, all of us, alignment, beauty, that it is and be in gratitude. Amen. Okay, and our final one, we have the amethyst of our crown chakra. So I'm going to hold this right here. Okay, let's go ahead and whisper that up. Good job. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What an energetic feel here. A deep connection to the higher self. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I'm still going to be working with you there. But this time I'm actually going to take some of this Palo Santo and I'm going to clear you out right there. Good job. Good job. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths, and I want you to really channel your higher self. Okay. Continue to your other 2 breaths. Beautiful. Okay. Final breath if you haven't already taken it. Amen. Amen. So let's go ahead and connect these all together, making sure that they're aligned. I'm going to be quiet for 2 seconds, but I'm still with you. Amen. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Wow. You did a fantastic job today, family. I'm so excited. So there was a lot of love, a lot of balancing of the lower chakras. Lower chakras felt really balanced. Upper chakra as well. Just aligning in the third, the throat, and the heart. Because I feel like there's a guilt of setting boundaries. And if you set boundaries, you got to speak up. And if you are setting those boundaries, that means you're trusting in the third eye. So go ahead and just realign yourself there and go with it. You might be nervous or scared, but I promise you, if you trust in yourself, you will never be led astray. You'll go through an adventure, but trust in yourself first. Even more than trusting in me or anything outside of you, trust in yourself first. Connect and keep your body in the highest state of gratitude, and those answers you're looking for will find you. But until next time, family, I love you. I had an excellent time today. Again, I just want to tell you thank you so much for allowing me to be in this space and to facilitate this experience for us all. I love that I'm in so many people's healing journey, and you all are all in my healing journey as well. So until next time, if no one has said it to you, I'm going to go ahead and say it to you. I love you. I'm so excited for your gifts, and I can't wait until next time. So